Alright, hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 41. Tonight, we'll be giving you some good-ass BBTAG straight from the PS4 platform, and we have some faces we haven't seen in a while in this bracket tonight. So looking forward to see how they perform, but before we get into that, with me on the mic in the commentator's booth, there are a couple of regulars that you know here at Wednesday Night Fights. One of them, the legendary, the host of the Kraken Atkins podcast, you know him, you love him, the titular Kraken Atkins, and the equally mythical, and another regular here at WNF, Lon Lily. How are you both doing tonight?
Hello, it is I, Kraken Atkins, aka Stimmy Neutron, brain blast my way onto the mic to deliver some quality A1 commentary and Blaze Blue cross tag battle action on a Wednesday night.
Yes, and I am the Lon Lily, full name Lonathan Lily, here to co-commentate here with the one and only Kraken Atkins here on WNF.
And yeah, as I said before, we have some faces we haven't seen in a while in tonight's bracket. So again, looking forward to see how they do. And yeah, I am not too surprised that it turned into a bidding war for tonight's bracket pot, but I mean, still, it's always pleasant to see. Many thanks to Kraken Atkins and Yo Fave Scrub for making their contributions to the Matcherino. And also, you can add more to that if you would like. There is a link in the Twitch chat coming up here in just a sec. You can type in !Matcherino, Matcherini, or Master Cheap. All of those give you the Matcherino link to go there and make contributions via directly clicking the claim code button to add 30 cents to the pot for free. There's also sponsor quests on the sidebar as well to add a little bit more. And there's a Matcherino Marketplace featuring works from our friends over at Kite Books. They have Gotcha Girl Core, Learn Life in Another World, Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, My Dad's the Queen of All VTubers, Uzumade or Made His Way Too Annoying, Learn Life in Another World, Shed That Skin Ryukisaki-san. I feel like I'm missing one. There's an expansive list of manga that they have in production and circulation, so be sure to help support them. Any purchase made in the marketplace will go towards, a portion of that purchase will go towards the Matcherino bracket pot. There is also keychains and charms featuring characters from Quintessential Quintuplets, Fako, Princess Connect, Azure Lane, and Girls Frontline. But yeah, with all of that being said, we will be having our first match on stream coming up shortly. It will be Griever versus Trog.
Real quick, just a side note, there is a new Matcherino code, or like, command. It's Math Serini.
I love it.
I think it was it you, Atkins?
That sounds like something I typed. I figured out what it is, so I obviously typed this before.
Yeah, so
I got mixed. I thought it would be an S.
No, that sounds like some Kraken Atkins debauchery that's happened on a keyboard at one point in time. I believe it.
Yeah, new code, so that, you know, if you're a little bored with typing Matcherino, we've got another way to do it.
Very cool, very cool. I'm on the lookout for the people that can't type. If you just happen to have that specific typo, we got you covered. You're still gonna get the link.
Yo, sick.
Yeah, something else I want to mention real quick. Loner Life and Another World Volume 5. I think that's a new addition to the Match Arena Marketplace. So if you've been following with Loner Life and Another World, that's an OG title, and you've gotten up to Volume 5. There you go. Hook it up by getting it through the Match Arena, and you're good to go. But yeah, cool bracket. Like 9 people. Regulars, old-time regulars. And speaking of which, it's going to be cool seeing these two that we have coming up here. Trogs93 and Griever. Griever, a face that we've seen at Wednesday Night Fights previously, a lot more like a year and a half ago when the pandemic like first started. Griever was here week by week. But cool to see them get some Aegis representation. That's not a character we see too often around here. Shout outs to Yoru. And on the other side, Trogs, who also shows up from time to time as well, representing that Aki Yumi.
Yes, definitely for me. Griever, not actually someone I've seen play a lot. Especially as you said, he hasn't really been showing up to a lot of tournaments as of recently. It was kind of a previous contender of WNFs. I've seen them a couple times, but I do know the power of the Aegis Ruby Team Comp, definitely Team Comp I've seen from other players. The one that comes to mind is Lotad, but you know, East Coast players, so definitely not someone who has entered a lot of these WNFs brackets. So when it comes to the matchup experience that these two have against each other, I'm actually kind of unsure, but it will be interesting to see how these two face off.
Hell yeah, where we're jumping into it right now. So something that's worth mentioning, both of these two both of these two have alternative teams, and they both involve Heart Ino plus a Zeodyne. It's just that Trogs is Heart and Adachi, and Griever's is Heart and Elizabeth. So they're starting off with their mains for now, but sometimes they tend to go for those secondary picks and they work out in their favor. So don't be surprised if we see Heart Ino on the screen in the name of love and not by the manipulation of Connor G.
Yes, we'll have to see, but we're starting off with round 1 here of tonight's WNF, and we're already starting out with Violence, a really good sway call in order to catch this Ruby. Trogs already starting out incredibly strong with the 7k combo. Just keeping up all the pressure. Yeah, just constantly keeping up all the aggression. Doesn't want to let Griever out of the corner and gets a throw bait to this. Ruby Rose is bleeding and actually doesn't opt to burst out, just going to be letting that Ruby die, and that is a very swift kill for Trogs.
And this is the BB tag I remember. 16 seconds and the character is already dead. You love to see it.
It's gonna be left with the soul. I guess definitely a character that can be very explosive once she gets in, but can be kind of hard to get going, especially off this reset combo here. And unfortunately did drop the 2-1-4B, but still looking pretty good. But a nice JC in order to snipe out the sway. Still choosing Violence. Ooh, unfortunately gets hit with the raw 5B. And Akiko does a lot of damage, so I wouldn't be surprised if somehow this leads into a kill, but it's going to lead into a drop combo, but still tries to pick up all the aggression. Tries to go for the unblockable, but not working out. But that was an excellent confirm off the 5P, and that is a very dominant game for Trogs.
Dude, that was sick. Converting from that distance after they had already committed to the Rekka. That was just very good presence of mind and character knowledge there from Trogs to go for that Yumi Rekka follow-up in order to get the confirm and the kill. One thing I wish I mentioned before that match started, I guess I haven't seen Trogs play in a bit, or actually play against Trogs in a bit. On this comp specifically, and I think just overall in terms of their gameplay, they are very good at round start RPS. They know a lot of options and interactions, and they cycle through them really well in the round start. And on this team, it's devastating damage if they're right, let alone if you get happy birthdayed. Oftentimes, depending on the team that I'm playing, I just don't challenge him on round start because like I've had too many horror stories of things that happen if I challenge him and I'm wrong. He's very good at the round start RPS.
Yeah, definitely. Akihiko Sanada, not the character you want to get hit by, especially without a burst. Now that game definitely showed off the power of being just correct on the round start RPS. Just had a humongous snowball from that one that round start situation.
Definitely. If I'm not mistaken, Griever actually switched up. He's going to be starting Aegis this time around, going for a little bit more of a defensive approach. And yeah, just Gatling gun. Please get this Yumi out of here. He's going to be able to play the game this time.
Quite going to be putting a small break here with throwing this Yumi good use of that Rekka in order to snipe the follow up of that Ruby.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Just ran straight into that overhead, but Griever staying strong. A very nice 5P call with the Aegis in order to find out of this corner. El Clasico off of the teleport assist ender there with Ruby. Just couldn't get too much mileage off of it.
Yeah, good air-to-air confirm going to be, cashing out into the double Rekka. Interesting, not keeping it all burst-based. I was actually expecting a swap over into the Akihiko, leaving in this Yumi, and tiny bit risky, but does find a raw 5P hit, going to be going into the super. Yeah, that Ruby is now left in a one-touch scenario, wakes up with the super, but doesn't push block out and doesn't punish the Ruby super. That was definitely a very pivotal mistake. So, couldn't quite convert off that 236C, but Ruby Button is able to cross up.
That character's not okay. Oh, well, she's not. She's literally dead. So Ruby's gonna be going down solo Aegis with the level 4 resonance to tout. Now, keep in mind that Akihiko damage is high, but if that man gets hit, he's actually dead. This character's resonance damage is ridiculous.
Yeah, and ooh, gets the first hit. I actually don't think so off this scenario unless there was enough meter built, but that was definitely a very pivotal drop. Trogs pressing a button afterwards and probably is going to be rewarded on with a kill, not on a kill.
Yeah, close enough for Griever. There was a lot of push block and the EX missiles and the air spent on Aegis before they actually landed the hit, which kind of reduced a lot of the killing power available to Aegis at that moment. Even so, the amount of damage that they got through a dropped combo alone, it was like, what, 7k or something stupid. So the ender there, it could have possibly threatened a kill, not quite a kill, but yeah, because there was no ender there, kind of lost a lot of their momentum and steam, and Trogs was able to get it 2-0. They're on a game point now. Griever has not locked in yet. Am I Nostradamus here? Did I know that? Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to switch to the Heart Elizabeth, but no, that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm going to be sticking with the main squeeze team. And definitely really hasn't seen a lot of the potential, like, threatening pressure that the Aegis Ruby team comp can kind of apply here. It's just been very difficult for Griever here to get going.
Definitely. And I think a little bit of it is, I remember I played Griever recently in another tournament. I think they're just still kind of shaking off some rust and getting kind of back into the swing of things in terms of like BBTAG and everything. Because we definitely see some conceptual things that are going right in terms of the Ruby mix-up game and how they're approaching with Aegis and landing some hits. It's just the stabilization and the cleanness factor that's leading to a lot of these drops and the drop momentum. But as of right now, good corner carry off of this Ruby, and this is a pretty advantageous position to be in altogether.
Definitely, let's see one activating the cross combo. Ooh, really good air unblockable DP, going to be somehow converting this Akihiko into a full combo. And yeah, suddenly, just like that, Trog is bullied in here. Maybe active swapping over. Yeah, just gonna get into JC, but that is a free call. Goes in for the BZ Bustle, not going to be punished, but runs into the low.
Man, works every time. She does the A record for like full screen, and you're just like, what's she doing over there? I'm running. I got a whiff put it. And she's like, all right, but are you blocking low though?
Answer is no.
Son,
yeah. I mean, I guess Akihiko, you definitely don't want to wrongly burst because that can go from a full health character to a dead character. But I mean, hey, if you even don't burst, he gets like really easy 10k combos, and yeah, that was a very bit of a mistake. But finally able to get some Aegis pressure going, goes in for the double fuzzy overhead, goes in with the 2A, but doesn't go even hit and drops the combo.
Yeah, this is rough here for Griever, especially getting hit immediately post-resonance. A lot of the time that they have here to build passive meter and lockout burst is going to be kind of dwindled here. What a restand setup here from Trogs. Going to be able to get that instant strike throw. What?
Okay, to be honest, I was a little bit confused about, you know, why doesn't he just go into the funny Rekka, go in for the kill? But it just, like, I guess didn't believe in that combo. But yeah, that was some disgusting showing of like the potential Yumi restand mix that she can have. She not only did she get like a grab restand, which I definitely wasn't expecting, went for an overhead restand, which I just was doubly not expecting.
Dude, not to mention, based off of the visualization of what we had there, and we know what Yumi Jump C does, we don't know if that crossed up or not. Like, he actually should have saved that for Nationals. He should not have ended the round that way. It should have just done a traditional combo, because that was exposed to everybody. But that was a quality match nonetheless there from Trogs. Gonna be able to take it 3-0 over Griever in a very convincing fashion.
Yes. Yeah, then there. I've never seen that Yumi reset be applied like that. I know that she has restands off 236 or J236C, but I didn't know you could not land and still go for the reset.
Yeah, that was something else. But yeah, we're moving right on over opposite end of the bracket. Here we're gonna be having Caterade versus Square. Caterade, another entrant here that we see time and time again on WNF, a little bit more in the past, a little bit less recently as of late, but always a welcome face to have here in terms of what they dish out in terms of offense. This time it's going to be on that Akatsuki and Kurogane. Square, last time we saw them was the last PSN tournament we had. They had the 5 people and we did the round robin. Had a very like heartbreaking run, because though they had like 4 sets that they played, and in 3 out of the 4 sets it was 2-3 for 3 of them. So just like on the cusp of getting these wins against all these players, just couldn't quite close it out. But I'm hoping that there's no heartbreakers here this time around. So far so good, starting out very strong with this round start here with the Dachi and 9.
Goes into the nice tick grab setup, going to be forcing burst out of Caterade. Tries to continue the pressure, but it's going to keep on blocking. Gets actually happy birthday. This is very huge that Akatsuki is bleeding, but unfortunately for Caterade does drop out, goes in for the instant overhead.
Oh
man,
man,
isn't able to convert.
Yeah, it was just a little bit mistimed. If that fairy was just like a frame or so later, it probably would have worked. This is rough.
Unfortunately, it drops the mix up there, but these gigantic 9 buttons are very good at keeping out the Kurogane, but couldn't quite keep out the Kurogane there with that shift sway. Going to be cashing out a good amount of damage here. And now put it into the one-touch situation. Push blocks out. Probably wanted to find an opportunity to get this 9 out, but couldn't find the chance, and that is a swift kill on this 9.
Yeah, against assists like that, it's really a good idea to push block with a game plan there. Because had Square had been, I don't know, when he committed to the push block, if Caterade was going to call it out with a throw, they were already going to be subject to that mix, right? But we saw after the push block, Caterade actually stood there for a couple of frames. It was probably susceptible to a mash 2A or something.
Square afterwards. Popping the resonance, going to be put in this corner situation, and that was a very sneaky throw setup. Call the assist. Square probably expecting it to hit, but there was no hitting there on block, and just was able to grab it. You will be dead off that.
Yeah, scary offensive situation to wake up on if you're Square there, just a strike and a throw coming at the seemingly the same time. Most notably, though, there was no cross gauge available for Caterade, so had Square had been able to recognize that, a wake-up super could have been pretty big of a play there, but just being so overwhelmed with the situation to begin with, a 1v2 with Adachi as it is, just felt susceptible to that mix, because I would have, if I didn't have the reaction, I would have gotten hit by something.
Yeah, definitely, especially against Caterade's teams, which can play very suffocating offense and all, and that will always lead into just you getting murdered for damage. It can be very difficult to decide what exactly to do on Oki, and like that call out there with the super might have been a good chance to swing things back, but it always has the risk of, hey, you can just block.
Definitely. We'll see how Square approaches this matchup, because in my opinion, well, chaos that's currently going on. Oh no, did block the last set of Akatsuki overhead. In my opinion, in that last match, there was a lot of big momentous moments there for Square. There was a happy birthday, just unfortunately got dropped. There was a push block that wasn't taken full advantage of. So, unfortunately, right now it seems like Cater is definitely kind of having their way with Square. Going to be forced to tag in this 9 as soon as possible, but getting some work done.
Yeah, goes in with the low. And suddenly, yeah, that Kurogane went from like relatively healthy to kind of the same health that the Adachi is. So definitely both players. I was gonna say has to be careful with the assist, but my point still stands.
Oh! 9-5C, the greatest voice line in English.
Ooh, really good contest after that 2-1-4A scenario. Gatorade kind of just being hesitant there.
I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe that worked either, but unfortunately not going to be punishing that parry and uses the 5B in order to get rid of the fireball.
Yeah, pretty smart stuff there. The only thing is Square has had a trouble of really kind of finding their center here. I feel like every action that they're doing is a reaction to what Caterade is throwing out there, which isn't bad. You see the life totals fairly even here. Caterade with like a slight advantage, but they just can't kind of get anything going. And a lot of missed punish opportunities on these Akatsuki parries as well.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a kill on Akatsuki. Very threatening switch in, not going to be punishing, but goes in with the blockable instead. It's a huge amount of damage potential.
Yeah, not quite a kill though. Pretty good defense on his interaction thus far. A throw tech, no commits. Goes for the throw again, this time successful. Pretty big for Square to kind of even up these life totals if at all possible. Gotta be going with the command throw.
Yeah, gotta be a little bit careful. Just set up the BZO in his face. There is definitely opportunity for Caterade to potentially punish the Adachi there, but not going to be killing him.
Oh my god, really good defense here, but the dirty stuff starts now. Side swap activation going to be able to punish the 9 burst, and that should be a dead 9, the Phantom. Solo Adachi coming in yet again.
Yeah, not a lot of health back, still going to be popping the Resonance, goes in with the Atom Smasher to punish that Bitatsu, runs up and grab, but Caterade not having any of it. I don't think Caterade was expecting that either, because that could have just been a free punish.
I mean, that was literally the entire spectrum of Adachi mix-up options. We saw throw.
Oh no!
He didn't know how to combo into Astral. From there, with the time remaining, can he just throw into Astral? Because they need to be grounded, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, but it doesn't matter. Cross is up there with the JV and Square. Able to take a very shaky, but nonetheless a win there in this game 2.
Hell yeah, man. I gotta say, the difference maker for Square in the entirety of that set was the kind of solid tenacity there on their defense. There was like a constant life lead on Caterade's end in the 2v2 game towards the end there, to where Caterade was actually, I even said it, Caterade was setting up a lot of offensive situations that could have closed out one of Square's characters, but it took a while to do so. And then by the time that they did, the solo Adachi comeback, clutch muscles there from Square, sorry, were definitely at play there.
Won't be easy.
Sure.
And neither will we.
I'm tired of this. It's your case now.
So yeah, tied up 1-1. Interesting set here thus far. What do we have here on the game 3?
Yeah, this time, yeah. Caterade has definitely been going up for like jump forward, do something here in these round starts. Kind of recognizing that maybe Adachi doesn't have like the best anti-air option, especially when you got that 4P in the background. It's gonna be very threatening. Yeah, just able to snipe out even the ground and just will be rewarded here with this punish.
Yeah, so one thing about this matchup that I think is starting to catch up with Square a bit, given how we've ended up here, is just not being able to find that solid footing in the neutral game. It's definitely Caterade pushing the issue, and even though there was a solid defense previously, it's really kind of a testament to someone's defensive strength to keep that up for the long haul, because Caterade's not going to stop. If there's anything I can tell you right now, Caterade will not stop applying the pressure.
Yeah, even with the drop combo, still find a way to get in. Both players playing relatively patiently, but does find a nice air blockable DP into a combo. That would have been ridiculous if he killed off that. Definitely had the opportunity to, but just going to be eating this burst instead.
Yeah, that was nearly a clip-worthy sequence. I would argue some of that was a clip-worthy sequence still, despite the drops. Keeping Square in this pressure, navigating through it fairly well. Oh my gosh, the fake out. Just gonna instantly go into super to lock out the burst, and that should be a dead 9.
Once again, love his solo Adachi, but that has more health, but it's going to be a higher hill to climb considering both left turbos, especially here in the sandwich scenario, goes in for the unblockable. Probably expecting a TRM, but an unfortunate drop from Caterade. Going to be allowing Square another chance at life here with the level 3 Residence. And once again, just going to be setting up the BZO there in the face. Goes in for another 5C.
Man, he should have just cross flashed right after. Oh, nice DP, able to get out of that. Wake up, see Tatsu is the last thing I expected, but here we are.
The power of the street smarts will be prevailing here in the end, and that is a second game for Caterade is on currently set point.
Solid stuff. Yeah, I feel like we've been seeing solo Adachi play here for quite some time, for better or for worse. I mean, solo Adachi is currently 1-2, but it's just really going to be up to Square to figure out this 2v2 game, right? Caterade has just been really, as I said, the best word I could say is suffocating in terms of how they're approaching Square in these 2v2 moments. So, I don't really know what it takes, if it's a ground game problem or an anti-air problem. I definitely have seen Caterade playing around 9 anti-airs very well, avoiding 4Ps and DPs and such. So I don't know. I don't know what Square kind of does to nullify this, or if they just simply have to get started before Caterade does.
This can be kind of hard to tell with the kind of Caterade's playstyle, just exactly what to do. Definitely trying to play the game at a more comfortable distance for Square, I think, will be very good, because like Caterade has just been constantly trying to apply pressure on both of Square's characters.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
believe that worked.
Just simply jump into the air and see Tatsu and call a Kurogane assist. Why not?
Why not? You're not going to be calling cross combo there in that situation, but trying to bait something there. Goes in for the B Tatsu.
Oh, I think Square was expecting level 2 there and wanted the ball, but this still works out. Actually, this works out amazingly. Are we going for Unblockable City? Okay,
Yep.
Akatsuki though, it's Akatsuki. Yeah, Akatsuki actually has pretty good counterplay against that.
Yeah, those pairs are basically perfect for nullifying the entire those unblockable setups. Goes in with the A Tatsu, cashes out to the super accordingly, just trying to keep everything burst safe, and some of this 9 is bleeding, put into a one-touch situation, but just DP straight out. Yeah, Caterade recognizing the situation, knowing that Square wanted to tag out on the situation and going to be tagging out on this Dachi, but thankfully for him, the 9 is still alive.
Okay, threatening the push block on that unblockable situation this time around. Caterade not ready for the throw, probably just because the Caterade or Square is so often taking the unblockable in that situation. Not too much mileage out of that cross combo mix situation. And Caterade has a pretty low Akatsuki here. It needs to be a bit careful. Square not applying the pressure as much as I would think in this situation.
Yeah, ran up, did nothing, huh?
Oh, and gonna be able to get the burst bait. Now this is huge because Kurogane, on the other hand, does not have... Yeah, well, wasn't quite an unblockable, but still the threat of the unblockable was there. Going for it yet again. Okay, gonna be able to super their way out, having the spin bar in order to avoid that interaction. Square not quite ready for the counter action there, and 9's gonna be going down. I love the concept with the unblockables, just wasn't quite ready for the counterplay.
Yeah, I guess it with the 5P not going to be converting off it, and yeah. Caterade definitely got to be a little bit careful here about what he does with both characters. Not going to be confirming into the Atom Smasher. I don't think that was going to be a kill, but it could have definitely put Kurogane in a very uncomfortable situation. But still, has to be careful with all these A's, Zeos he throws out. Sets up the 4P, but not going to be a sandwich. We're playing relatively patiently. Nice tech on the throw. Yeah, oh, baits the DP. That's huge.
Yeah, and that's going to be it right there. Caterade will be able to take it. It was just a slowly but surely whittling away of that Adachi, but I got to give it to Square for sure for definitely cleaning up the 2v2 game. There was a lot of aspects of that matchup with the 9 looping unblockables that I think a little bit more knowledge about the counterplay available to Caterade could have swung it into Square's favor. And time again, when Square was on the solo Adachi, putting up a fight and able to get a game off of one of those interactions, but Caterade proving too strong with that offense for now. Going to be moving into the winner semis territory, and we know that their opponent will be Orax, who was able to get a 3-1 win over Mystery Racer. So yeah, schmoovin' and groovin' through BB tag matches on a Wednesday night here at twitch.tv/ready30 for Wednesday night fights. Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, be sure to check out the Matcherino pot. You can do exclamation point Matcherino in the chat if you haven't already. Be sure to use the claim code button to donate a free 30 cents to the pot. We're currently at $165.09, and that's as a result of crazy people that do direct donations, such as myself and YoFave Scrub. If you want to join us and do any direct contributions, they don't have to be as meme of a high as a number unless you'd like. And every little bit counts. We'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to receive something for that donation, check out the Matcherino Marketplace. We got the latest and greatest manga in all of the universe supplied to us by the one and only Chitin Books. Great titles, as Master Chief mentioned earlier. There's that Loner Life Another World series yet. That's going to be Snaki-san. Uzumate Remain is really too annoying. Yakuza's got babysitting Kachigoro Core. Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. It's all there in the Matcherino Marketplace. Latest edition, Loner Life Another World Volume 5. Be sure to check it out. And some charts and keychains for sale as well. We're going to see Quintessential Tuplets, Girls Frontline, Zerland, Princess Connect, and Fate Go. All in the Matcherino Marketplace. But before you scroll down, be sure to look up, hit that claim code button for the free 30 cent to the donation. Free 30 cent to the donation. Watch my English. Free 30 cent donation to the pot. We would greatly appreciate it.
Make sure to support our players tonight in any way which we can. Here we go, going on with another set for Caterade, going to be versus Orax.
Yeah, so this is actually a winners finals determining set. So speaking of that Matcherino, one of these players will be guaranteed in the money between Caterade and Orax. Caterade coming off that victory over Square that we just previously saw, looking good as always. A couple of drops, honestly. Not as clean as play as I would expect from Caterade, typically speaking. So see if that comes back to bite them as they go up against Orax here. Surprisingly, on Yang Elizabeth. I feel like I've been seeing Yang Narukami out of Orax more lately.
Yeah, for sure, but already starting off strong here with this command grab, going to be using that opportunity to go to the JC to keep it all burst safe as well. up a sandwich scenario too and goes for the cross up.
Yeah, that was very well executed there from Orak. Oh, is that Akatsuki gonna die because Yang is the coolest character in this game? I think so. 5B, baby. What do you think you're doing? That's that Red Arc 5B. What you know about it?
Yeah, that's a definitely just because of that interaction, you have to be incredibly careful about what you do on the defensive as Akatsuki against Yang because the parries are surprisingly not as great of a tool as you would think for Yang because she just simply does not care.
Yeah. Oh my god. The
Ooh.
entirety of this has just been a clinic of Yang Xiaolong offense supplied by more than exceptional Elizabeth support value. Just having Elizabeth there in the back to supplement these Yang actions to create even more overwhelming offense. This is exactly how Orax wants to play matches. I think that's a case in point textbook definition of how an ideal Orax match would go as they take that game 1.
Yes, and definitely when it comes to the Yang Elizabeth team comp, of course we know that as Orax's main comp, but it's definitely a very team that once it gets going, my god, does it kind of just roll a train on you because there is so many potential mix options on like Oki or even like post Oki situation there, just being enabled by Elizabeth because of how good her support value is. Like 5Ps is really great assist because it's one of the few assists that's completely unpush blockable, so you really just have to hold that with great lockdown as well. And that 6P just has so much presence in the initial game. We kind of just saw there what a couple of interactions can, how a couple of interactions play out when Orax can really get the crux of their team going.
Amazing stuff. See if they're able to keep this up as we run into game 2. Oh my god, already a big Kurog on a 4P. Gonna be able to get through that Yang in the but she just don't curve. She's coming down with buttons. A 5C, it's blocked.
Yeah. Ooh! Run up DP, definitely a very classic setup there with Orax's team. Actually going to be rewarded with a happy birthday off this. Not enough me to really cash out anything, but still keeping up all the pressure. Goes in for the grab setup, uses the 2-1-4C to keep it all burst safe. And yeah, Orax is currently looking like rolling a train over here on this side. But yeah, she just doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Oh my gosh, Orax with some very well constructed offense here. Post parry, knowing that that was an option that Akatsuki had. Just calling out Caterate for pressing buttons afterward, meeting them with Yang armor, a nice combo to tout, and some very fatal territory characters here on Caterate's end.
Yeah, and base the DP as well. It just looks like Orax has Caterate's number left with the solo Akatsuki. Holding level 2 resonance, definitely going to be very difficult for him. But ooh, baits the DP. This is a really great start. Has a good amount of meter to spend, but probably not going to be enough meter to really, kill off this Elizabeth. Just goes for the DP straight in once again. Sets up the 5B in the background. Somehow hit Liz there in the back, but still looking good. And an unfortunate parry there from Caterate. Misspaced it a little bit, and that is a second game for Orax quickly, putting him on set point already.
Yeah, definitely. This has definitely been a showcase of very good options from Orax altogether. I think offensively and defensively. I think the one big blunder that I saw from Orax was that Liz DP during Akatsuki's resonance there that caused for quite a bit of damage done to them. But otherwise, I feel like every choice that Orax has made has been on the money. So much so that it looks like it's causing a character switch on the end of Caterate there as they're replacing Akatsuki with Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Yes, definitely. The offensive presence from Orax has just been absolutely amazing here tonight. Just got so much pressure going, and just as you said, just a lot of the right calls on offense. And yeah, swapping over the Ragna, I'm not quite sure exactly, but I think maybe just wants to play the ground game better because having access to the Ragna boot 5A can definitely detract Orax from calling a couple assists, but we'll have to see how it works out.
Yeah, I think also they've had parry blown up with Akatsuki so much, even though that could be a reliable tool in this matchup on paper, they just, how it's been working out in practice, they don't want to have to deal with it. Just go for a traditional DP character from a Ragna.
Ooh, unfortunately though, got hit with a 5P, but not going to be any full conversion. Goes in with a Gauntlet Hades. You thought you were getting hit? Nah.
That was almost like meta combo vid material right there. This is really some chaotic neutral that's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I honestly like that decision to go for the 2-1-4C in that scenario because he was kind of checkmated. He was either going to have to do something like that or be forced into a sandwich scenario. Ooh, goes in with the JC. Nice 2-way out of the situation. Not going to be catching this Kuragane, but finally catches him here. Nice jump out of the command grab. And just going to be playing relatively defensively here. They're just trying to go for a ballsy call out with the J, but is going to be swiftly punished, putting Liz actually in Awakening, which can be very good for Orax, but has to be very careful about what they do. Bait the DP, but not going to be a punish. Punish at the second DP, but not going to be a kill on this Elizabeth. Oh, goes in for Booth. That's huge, actually. But drops the combo.
Orax typically has those, and we've seen that combo before. It's a lot of damage that they get off of that starter if they have the bar with Yang and Elizabeth. I think that could have been a dead Ragna.
Yeah, but it's alive. Ragnar for now goes in with a Gauntlet. Hades drops the combo though. Burning Gold. I'm surprised there was no Carnage Scissors back. That could have been potentially a kill on both characters. I actually don't know, but like either way, Ragnar left the Brink of Death. Yeah, just didn't Jace or Carnage Scissors in time to punish the JC. What is going on? Not going to be confirming into a kill. This is crazy.
Man, the entirety of this round has felt so off the rails on both ends here. It's kind of even hard to say who's at advantage. I mean, Caterade does have the solo character available, but Orax, through the gambling decisions they've made with both of their characters, they're both really in not very comfortable territory. Got to be able to get the throw here for now to try to put Caterade under some pressure, maybe incline them to use that resonance after this combo. Force down situation, what you gonna do? Yeah. No cross combo activation from Orax. I'm very surprised.
I'm very surprised too. Oh yeah, goes in for the frame 0 command grab, able to catch the mash afterwards. Level 4 resonance still, but it is put into a sandwich scenario, goes in with the JC, but it misses it next, punishing that Elizabeth, making sure that cross combo is eliminated, but goes in with a grab. Gatorade choosing violence afterwards. Both of them kind of just finding an opportunity to. Nice tech on the throw once again. Gets frame trapped though with the 5P. This could be it. Yeah, and has the combo available, goes into the super just in case, and that is a 3-0 victory for Orax over Gatorade.
Oh yeah, we got to see the case in point what I was talking about there when it comes to Orax's combo conversion capabilities with this team. When they hit those conditions of characters that have seemingly matching functions there, when they reach that red territory, Elizabeth goes into Awakening, powering up her specials, and Yang goes into Semblance, giving her, I mean, the semblance Yang that we know and love. The damage potential on both of them off of certain starters, it can be quite ridiculous, as that was 11k with a super tagged on to the end, but could have been even way more if Orax wanted it to be. But a, like, amazing set there for Orax. Like, really in those first two games, as I said, it just felt like it was the prime Orax decision-making and gameplay that we would want to see. Game 3 got a little bit chaotic, but still kind of persevered in the end for the 3-0 victory. Good stuff.
Showing off some of that power of the Eagles with team comp. And kind of interestingly, yeah, I think we mentioned earlier that not a team comp that Orax has been rolling with for a lot of tournaments kind of recently, but just brought out today. And I mean, first showing and already looking incredibly strong with it. It definitely feels like they have improved a lot since we've last seen them play this team.
Oh yeah, definitely. So looking forward to see what they have in store for us in the winners final that they have locked in, top 3 guaranteed. Their opponent is going to be the person that's victorious within this match, as we have Chitin99 versus Monkey 4012.
Hold on. They go by Ultra Neko now.
You did say that, and I forgot, because literally everything I see says Chitin99. I'm sorry. That's Ultra Neko?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Ultra Neko versus Monkey 4012. I forgot what I was saying.
I don't know.
I was going to say something.
I can't pick into your brain. But yeah, Ultra Neko, formerly known as Chitin99, rolling here with the Hilda Yukiko versus Monkey 4012. I'm forgetting names too. I forgot things as well.
It's fine. They're gonna start. Monkey's on Susanoo Jin and Ultra Neko is on Hilda Yukiko, and we here. Game 1.
Yeah, for sure. Already started off here with the pressure. Nice cross up with the 6P, going to be converting off it accordingly. And yeah, I wonder if he's gonna go for the unblockable. Yep, hold it.
Yeah, it seems like that is the case there. So, in that situation, right, Chitin committed to DP, which in some cases against this team could be a death sentence. because if you're wrong, you're kind of subjecting yourself to unburstable damage, and this team does do a ton of unburstable damage. Other option that Chitin could have been to possibly take the hit. Somehow, if they're going to take the hit or the throw and then burst afterwards, just to make sure that the damage isn't as crazy and give some type of counterplay.
Yeah, that situation, it's honestly a checkmate. You kind of have to do something, and it's picking between the lesser of two evil options, really. It can be very hard, unless you have a specific answer like a Nakatsuki parry.
Right. Monkey kind of saving that Jin at the last possible moment. A possible crash rate could have been the death sentence there for Jin. And because of that, they are close to even. Chitin with a slight life lead, actually.
Yeah. Interesting thing to note is Ultra Neko has been just constantly staying at level 0 Yukiko, and goes for the own unblockable setup there. That's also kind of a somewhat of a checkmate scenario if done properly.
I keep forgetting to say Ultra Neko. There's no indication that I have that it says Ultra Neko. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, we're both struggling here, but yeah, we see Ultra Neko kind of playing really passively here, and I definitely like this decision because having access to that, it can really dissuade Yukiko from trying to do anything, but similarly, Monkey has to find an opportunity to kind of open up this Yukiko just playing very passively and not committing to anything, because surprisingly enough, Yukiko can definitely hold her own, especially in the air exchange, and yeah, this time that DP here goes into the super just in case, and just really showing off the power and potential here of just Yukiko Amagi, because played that entire match at level 0, we saw a lot of opportunities where having a higher fire level would have definitely improved the kill potential, but just had really incredibly good neutral, really good callouts, and really just good solid Yukiko play. It can really carry you so far, even if you don't have access to fire levels.
Yes, it looks like Monkey's actually going to switch things up. Going to be going with the Ruby Mai this time around. Ultra Neko, if you could hear me, if you're able to win this set, or win any set that places you within the top 3 territory, you're guaranteed at least $17.07 on the match arena payout. I'm gonna need you to spend 5 of that for the gamer tag change on PS. If you want me to go for Ultra Neko, the Smash name change is free.
Either way, has to get past the Ruby Rose plus Mai Natsumi here first, and it's not looking good already starting off with the pressure. And I mean, interesting, last game there wasn't a huge amount of Hilda play, just a lot of Yukiko, but still, yeah, I mean, still not really looking that great. Hilda's already in a very uncomfortable situation and runs into the 5P. Gonna be trying to keep it relatively unburstable here in the end, tried to mash out of that situation, but it's okay. Still left with the level 0 Yukiko once again.
Ooh, interesting pressure sequence there, yeah. Although it wasn't too hard to block mix, it did stall things out for a bit of time to give Chitin some more life regain on Hilda and some cross gauge resources, but Monkey was able to find a way out of their forced sandwich situation. This is quite rough, the low starter.
Yeah, goes into the super, not a huge amount of damage, but putting both of Ultra Neko's characters in a comfortable situation. Hilda getting shot out. Nice block on the overhead though. Still playing around with level 0 Yukiko. We'll have to pull something like last match if he wants to maintain kind of that momentum. Actually going in with the 4P. Yeah, that was a difficult situation to try to be in, because wanted to save Yukiko's life, but had to be careful of the super and just got called out there in that scenario, and that is a game 2 for Monkey.
Definitely solid stuff there. I would say the Ruby Mai swap is definitely working out in their favor thus far. Really got to get in there from route start and carry most of that momentum all the way to the end with just the oppressive nature of this team.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely like the Ruby switch against this team. Kind of the problem I was seeing in the last game was very difficult for Susanoo and Jin to really get in, but Ruby Rose with their very fast movement and just humongous button can really put a make both Hilda and Yukiko really have to play a lot more carefully and a lot more defensively, I would say.
Yeah, so as of right now, Chitin already on the runaway game, and to a good merit as well. Avoided a lot of the situations that were going on there, getting some nice damage here on Ruby to begin with. And gonna be having a corner situation is what I would say if it wasn't a forced sandwich. Uh-oh.
Ooh, actually got reset there. Yeah, 6P in the back, going to be keeping that all burst safe and going to be a Punisher currently in Ultra Neko. Still looking pretty good. Restand setup? Yeah, Monkey waiting very patiently for it. Oh yeah, getting it. The Yukiko sniped out, but that Hilda still is going away.
No! I
That was not the right
understand. Yeah, I understand the sentiment of what Chitin wanted there. It was just like such a odd situation to be in the first place. You rarely have Hilda's pins kind of hit like that because of the nature of like My Super. But man, really Hilda ate so much damage for that, and now life is kind of even. A little bit riskier for Ultra Neck to call Hilda assist.
Yeah. Reset. Oh no, that was just Ruby combo here. The 6P might have actually been able to enforce a kill scenario if he decided to spend some of that meter. Maybe keeping this Mai under pressure, under locks, but the 6P able to save the day, going to be sniping out that 2B. But still a pretty big life disparity here, especially here with that drop combo, going to be punishing that 2-3-6B. Goes in with a 4P. Didn't like how greedy that combo was, but still was able to kill the Ruby there at the very end. And yeah, just not respecting that scenario, goes in with a My Super. Yukiko is bleeding, but nice DP out of that situation. Going to be using that time to swap over into the Hilda. Going to be playing this runaway game, forcing this Mai to approach. Definitely like that. But a nice snipe out on the charge spear. Not going to be a full conversion.
The geometry there of making sure the trajectory of that My 5B would not be in place with the jump B there from Hilda was fantastic. Playing this runaway game pretty well. They've gotten like for corner to corner a couple of reps now, but Chitin slowly but surely whittling away on the damage factor. Monkey has gotten a couple of hits. This throw could be fatal, and it will be as we go to a 1v1 situation between Mai and Yukiko. The anti-air here for Chitin. What a conversion there off of the side swaps. Double side swap. Just doesn't have the meat of the meter there to make sure that it was a kill confirm. Next hit wins the No, never mind. Chitin passive meter health regain here is quite big. Tex out of the corner. A throw bait from literally Jupiter is going to be able to get it there for Monkey.
Yeah, definitely. Was Ultra Deco definitely playing that 2v1 game like relatively well, but unfortunately just I think once Monkey found a point to kind of apply a lot of pressure, I think Ultra Deco was kind of cracking under it a bit and making a lot of unfortunate calls there, and yeah, just led into a scenario where Monkey was kind of just allowed to let his My game plan going. Didn't really want to commit to a lot of like zoning actions there with like Hilda or Yukiko, and kind of just let the Mai kind of have her space.
Sorry, I'm here. I've literally grabbed a sticky note and I'm putting it on my monitor above Chitin's health bar, and it says Ultra Neko. I will never. I'm going to try to not call Chitin for the rest of this match.
I'm glad you reworded that from never to try to.
I'm gonna try. It's right there. All right, Ultra Neko starting out strong here with the air to air.
Yeah, you're doing good, Jack.
Thank you. Okay. Force sandwich situation. No cross combo activation. Wants to be a little bit timid with it at this moment. Does have access to that burst because of it.
Yeah. Oh, gets hit with a 4P. Probably wanted to beta burst there in the scenario, but still keeping this Ruby under wraps. Gets hit with the 5P, but the 4P able to snipe out the Yukiko in the air, but unfortunately dropping the combo. Air confirm. I'm really surprised Mai didn't get hit there.
I think that's what Chitin was expecting as well. The reason why they didn't block that My 5P in the first place. A little bit of unfortunate visual representation there off of the throw. Almost able to get the confirm, but couldn't quite make it burst safe because of My 6P.
Yeah, oh, goes in for the air DP, but was ready there with the active swift. Unfortunately, that Mai will be dropping out, but that will be a punished JB. Not enough meter to really confirm into a kill. I was gonna say it has to be careful. Oh no, yeah, that.
Jeez, yeah, that'll do it. Especially off the whiff jump B and committing to the Yukiko assist. Ultra Neko will be going down, and Monkey, that's set, right? Monkey's able to take a 3-1?
3-1, yep.
There it is. Monkey with 3-1 victory over Ultra Neko. Going to be moving into winner's final territory. Going to be going up against Orax. I know that Monkey loves fighting Yang, so.
Yeah.
Good job screwing up earlier, by the way.
I said it once.
I know.
No, I'm asking if I did.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. You did say kite.
All right, that's really tough. Like literally, there's such strong character and color association with those characters to the name Chitin. It says Chitin on the screen. It says Chitin on Smash GG. Literally everything that I could use to associate with Chitin is there, besides this sticky note. And if I don't look at the sticky note, I'm going to say Chitin. It's not natural. Just rebrand everything, rebrand the Twitter and the Discord name, the Smash GG and the PSN, and I will say Ultra Neko. I am so sorry.
Well, you're gonna have more of that because Mr. Racer and Ultra Neko are up next.
Oh my god. Can somebody throw me something here, right? I need some type of negative reinforcement for every time I say Chitin. In fact, cheat.
Add $1 to the pot.
No. Yeah.
That is enough.
I don't think so.
Hey, you said negative reinforcement. I'm giving you that. Yeah,
Okay.
that was an immediate idea.
You know what? Fine. Not only that, I'll add $1 to the pot every time that I slip up. But what I need you to do is every time that I do slip up, count it for me. So literally interrupt me mid-commentary and just say 1. And then and if I do it again, just go 2. Like,
Okay,
I need
alright.
type of negative reinforcement.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I was about to say I'm down for that, but we're really breaking the 69-69 with this.
Oh, it's
We
already
already
been broken.
It's already been broken.
No, I mean just Atkins' donation alone.
No, it's already been
It's already
broken.
been broken.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
wanted to maintain that. I truly did. I didn't even care about Scrub taking the lead. That was fine. But he told me, and I quote, "Eat my nuts, Atkins. What's your middle name?" on the Matcherino donation note, and I could not take that. So unfortunately, I had to break the 69-69 just to tell Scrub to actually he can fill in the blanks.
Man. Well,
Now it's time to check what's on there.
So yeah, I don't have 6969 donate to the pot, but yeah, I will donate I will donate $1 to the pot every time I call Ultra Neko redacted.
man.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say you can say it now. It's just
No. You already know that there's some keyboard warrior in the chat right now that said, "Oh, Atkins, that's 1," and you know it's Mystery Racer 21 who will say exactly that.
Also, thank you, Guzman, for another Matcherino command. Matcherdino.
Beautiful.
Well,
Matcherdino, huh? Yo, that's the Matcherino for prehistoric times. Caveman Matcherino.
I hate you so much.
Use the claim code button to donate a free 30 stones to the pot.
ayo,
Can we get an Ooga Booga in the chat?
You can poke him.
Ikumboko.
Dude.
Well, anyways, Ultra Neko versus El Cordon Misterioso Bien de Uno coming here up next. Two players that have oh god. Do you see what he did?
Mr.
see?
Racer gave the tech in the chat that the PSN name change is free. Ultra Neko had time. They had time to set up that player tab, that player card right there. That took at least a solid 2 minutes. You know what also takes probably 2 minutes? Changing your damn PSN for free.
You know it also takes a few seconds? Clicking the claim code button in the Matcherino.
Yes, please do that. Do something. Either way, we're playing the video game.
We're out
We're not
here.
playing the video game.
We're not. That, factually speaking, we're not. Ultra Neko is gaming here with the Seal Yukiko thus far. Another one of those forced savage situations. Mr. Racer able to tech out of it this time, though. Gotta be avoiding the mix.
Yeah, just DPs out of this situation. Calls in the CC, but Ultra Neko was... Oh, unfortunately, does get sniped out, and a good JP call to call out the guns. Mr. Racer trying to mash out of that situation. This going to be a kill now. Just goes in for the Oki, but misses the punish.
Literally, I think the JA would have done it right there. Just a little bit of a miscount on the trajectory in order to get the proper punish. Hilda going to be suffering it for it as Ultra Neko goes for the first. I think that was meant to be Miragi Dine.
Yeah, definitely. Would not want to argue down in that scenario, but still left here with the solo, not the solo, the low health Naoto Shirogane will swapped out after the unblockable setups. And still the corner going to be cashing out into the super before Ultra Neck can react to anything, and that is a huge threat dealt with and left here with the solo Hilda, who's getting shot somehow, but still can be a very threatening character in Resonance, but needs to pop it first and doesn't look like Ultra Neck will get the opportunity to. In El Cordo, Mr. Silvianti Uno will be taking game Uno.
Yes, Enrique himself out here at Dachi Shirogane Gaming looking pretty clutch here. However, not without a brief moment of seemingly treacherous territory as they left out of Dachi out in the open. And yeah, I fully believe that if Ultra Neko instead came down with the JA rather than JB, it would have been a punish. But not all is lost. I mean, the beginning of that game definitely looked in Ultra Neko's favor. It would just kind of be, keeping that momentum, snowballing to a dead character. And I don't blame them for not switching here.
For sure. Also, Atkins, please look at Ultra Neko's name card. If possible. Yeah. Next round, I want you to look at their name card because it's something incredibly cursed that I never wanted to remember in my entire life.
Oh yes, no, I've already noticed the entirety of the name card. I went for the specific call out that made sense. We don't acknowledge other parts of that name card.
All right, cool. Just so we have an audible agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're catching here. Or is it I'm picking up what you're putting down? Anyways. Good full screen confirms here from Ultra Neko. A little bit of that similar pacing that we saw from game one, right? Just a little bit more solid here, pushing Mr. Racer to the corner. Nice block on the overhead.
Yeah, in order to the happy birthday combo, spent the 2-3-6C, so not going to be building a lot of meter, but still opts to go for CC combo. Probably wants to swap over into the Shirogane. Yeah, sets up the pressure. Actually, yeah, just too much scaling there. That situation was able to result into a drop. Shirogane opts to choose some violence. What?
Man, the entirety of that JBB working out there for Hilda. Ooh, catches. Shirogane trying to walk back.
Yeah, oh yeah, use the Yukiko in the back, sets up the sandwich scenario as well, has to be careful, but yeah, just going to be jumping out of that situation, very good awareness, calls in the 4P again, and this is definitely a very good strength of Hilda. Yukiko can kind of force you to do something there with the 4P in the back, or just kind of let the heal, and was going to be rewarded with a kill, but unfortunately dropped the combo there at the end, and just immediately gets hit, and actually might be a dead Hilda off that. No, going to be saving...
Yukiko, no!
I didn't want to look at it.
Like, okay, quite less resources used, but man, I don't know. If it depends on how willing Titan wants to play with the solo Hilda here, but it might have been worth for Ultra Neko to just call it quits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was definitely the situation. I think he needed to. Well, I don't even remember if they had an opportunity to burst out early, but still, Hilda can be a very strong resonance character here with a lot of chip. Not when you do that in the face, because that is very punishable. But going to be dropping a combo, it'd be very difficult also for her to air, and a very good conversion from El Cordo and Mysterio. So the anti-Uno cashing out with the cross raid, and that is game dos.
Solid stuff there from Mr. Racer, a player within this match I'm totally not cheering for the sake of my wallet.
Remember Atkins. 1.
I got it. You do not know the shiver in my spine I felt from just having the realization of what had just happened. Like, I'm a complete train of thought, and all of a sudden, 1. It was just like, man.
It just sounds like you're like putting a death timer on Atkins. It's terrifying.
Yep. Well, you could potentially be spending more money, but still, this is a 2-0 set for Mr. Racer so far, but it's very good for Kaitin right now, starting out with his happy birthday, going to be using that opportunity.
Says redacted.
I never agreed to anything.
Oh my god, alright. Stuck in the messy guessing situation off the BZO. Alright, Mr. Racer, not able to clear the skies. Okay, Ultra Neko finding a nice opportunity for this burst. I don't know if they'll be able to build resources for the kill.
Hilda's super damage. Actually gonna be opting to go for a reset instead. No burst out of that situation. Excuse me?
I don't have the explanation here, but I'm sure Ultra Neko has no complaints. Ultra Nickel. That's almost what I said.
Hey, you don't get points marked off if you call them something else. It's just Kaiten.
Okay, that's good. Because I'm stupid, but I gotta be able to get the mark here. And spending all of the meter. Interesting here for Mystery Racer. I guess, yeah, he puts Hilda in pretty fatal territory. Strike throw situation. Goes for the command throw. Oh, whoa, boy.
Are they both dead?
There.
Both dead.
Ultra Neko. All that chaos coming together there. And Mystery Racer, pretty much in a desperation to try to pick up the pieces, right? It was just like, I'll just throw everything but the kitchen sink. I was so close to confirming on that Yukiko. Let me just throw out something out there, see if it'll hit. Not accounting for the no cross gauge available. And the imminent Miragidan that was able to, you know, melt everybody. Ultra Neko with a game on the board.
Yeah, I mean, definitely when you're against Yukiko and you don't really have a safe jump scenario, it can be really difficult for you to decide, you know, what am I going to do? Because the Miragidan is a fantastic option on Wake Up to just dissuade just any Oki situation that really isn't a safe jump. Because, yeah, as you see right there, very rewarding on a hit and it can be very safe on block too.
Okay.
Ooh, doesn't block the overhead.
Yeah, Ultra Neko going, yeah, probably for that side swap that we saw previously. Mystery Racer actually techs the wrong way this time. Just gonna be bursting instantaneously, not hold too much of that devastating mix. I thought that was gonna confirm.
Same. I don't even know why she was given the ability to JBB. Oh. Yes.
Yeah, basically off of pure presence alone, Ultra Neko hadn't actually committed to a mix there. Big counter hit 2B, no confirmation from Mystery Racer 21. Gonna be going down at the Ultra Shurigane. What a turnaround here for Ultra Neko as we go into game 4. Just a solo Adachi here for Mystery Racer trying to bring things back.
Yeah, it can be definitely very difficult, especially against two full health characters. We're just seeing him use Azio, and I can't exactly blame him. Oh, that was... I don't know. There is so much spaghetti going on right now with the Azio able to catch both characters. Slowly... wanted to hit confirm, yeah. But it's 4 bars on deck. Goes in with the 4P. Ultra Neko knows this thing better than me. If that didn't kill, Yukiko is still standing there. If he got punished for that, I have no defense for my fellow Yukiko player there. That would have just that would have been just sloppy.
Well, fortunately for Ultra Neko, it ended up working out there at the end of the day. Bringing us to a 2v2 situation. Mystery Racer really at the verge of getting reverse sweeped here, despite having a strong 2-game run here against Ultra Neko. Faces potential elimination if Ultra Neko is able to get the full sweep, and keep me on the burner here, because like I said, I'm totally not biased for who I want to win this set.
Yeah, Mr. Kraken Atkins here with maybe a potential little bit of bias because his wallet is definitely on the line here. But nonetheless, we are on a game 5 situation. Mystery Racer already immediately getting hit there with the 5A round start. Unfortunately, Ultra Neko dropping the combo, getting hit with the JBB, but does find an opportunity to swipe out that Hilda with the 2B. Goes in for the low, but able to go into the Yukiko with the burst. It was a drop select.
That's what we call those around here. Fortunately for Mystery Racer, they'll be able to pick up the pieces a bit with the big throw bait. Oh man, if that was instead in the cross slash, that actually could have been awful for Kaiten.
Two!
That's 2!
Mystery Racer, please!
2. Well, El Corredor Misterioso y 21, making this Hilda die, and Atkins may also be dying here too, but what I do know is left here with the solo. Yukiko tries to 4A swat out, but not working out. Gets hit here with the B. Zio's in residence. Mr. Racer definitely got to be really careful. Text forward, but gets hit there with the JB, and I think Atkins suffering. I think it's over.
Yes, it is, as Mr. Racer is going to be able to get the 3-2 victory over Ultra Neko and move on into the losers semis to fight Caterade for top 4.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so solid stuff there from Ultra Neko, bringing it down to that Game 5 scenario in the first place. I thought that was a fantastic set, despite my anxiety kicking in for the entirety of that set. It was some good stuff, and it was good to see Ultra Neko around these neck of the woods because we don't see them too often nowadays. So hopefully they continue to join these PS4 brackets, and Parsec ones are eligible for that as well.
Yes, yes, for sure. Definitely good to see them back into the BBTAG scene, even under a new name. I'm always happy to see my fellow Yukiko players. No.
Sorry, I'm on my worst behavior.
Oh my god, man.
I hate this man. God damn it, Enrique.
It just, like, just the way it came out just felt like so left field.
Well, listen, even if you don't go by Ultra Neko, but you're feeling ultra generous, you can type in !match arena and click the claim code button to do a free 30-cent donation to the pot if you haven't already. We're currently at $171.29. That's partly made up through claim codes. That's also partly made up by direct donations by complete and total insane loony people that have donated a lot of money to BBTAG in 2021. Loony, but justified, because this game is godlike. If you want to join us in direct donations, feel free to do so as much as you'd like. Check out the Match Arena Marketplace. I won't do the full spiel, but Kite and Books, they have some pretty dope manga. Be sure to check them out. And some charger keychains for sale as well from like Quintessential Quintuplet, Girls Frontline, Early, and a couple of others, but the free 30-cent donation is tied to that claim code button for the free 30-cent donation to the pot. If you haven't already, we would greatly appreciate it.
Show that Match Arena shill out of the way. I think we are ready to. What are we doing?
Well, we're going to Mr. Racer 21 and Caterade 24 loser semi set here. So there's some lore. Recently, there was a BBTAG Argentina exhibition that hosted a first to 10 between these two players. And literally, the score was 10-9. It went in Caterade's favor, but I was talking to Mr. Racer about it, and he was just like, that set was actually like one of the best that we have played, or like one of the best that I've played. It was apparently like a really, really good set. So they're going in here with a good amount of matchup knowledge recently, just coming off that first 10 exhibition, and just previously matchup knowledge of playing against each other all the time. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Definitely check out that set if you haven't already too. It's on BBTAG Argentina's Twitch channel too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's for sure. Two strong players going to duke it out to see who gets this third place guaranteed spot. Will go, who knows? Round one started off with violence.
Yes, indeed, getting the 5B pickup. Into the corner we go. Oh, okay. I don't know if the first part of that Shurigane 4P crossed up, but definitely created the sandwich that led to this hit in the first place. Gonna be able to mark Akatsuki. Pretty significant here from Mystery Racer.
Yeah. Gatorade, interestingly, still keeping this Akatsuki in for way longer than I would expect, especially, yeah. Honest to God, I think he wanted to see Tatsuki in that situation. Very good for Enrique so far. Has a mark on this Kurogane. Has relatively high health, putting Gatorade here in the CC pressure scenario. Goes in with the beats. Yo. Just be careful, gets frame trapped, and that is a very swift game one for El Corridor Misterioso. Bien, tío.
Indeed. Sorry, I was over here looking at my Magnum here, but it looks like a fellow deputy have taken care of some stuff. No need to fire any shots today, but somebody that is firing shots, Mystery Racer, with that Naruto Shurigane. I'm sure the last half of that match was fantastic. I'm gonna be honest with you, I missed it all.
Yeah, did pretty good for Mr. Racer. Just put Gatorade in a scenario, and he won the scenario.
Nice.
Riveting description, I know, but that's kind of how it happened.
Hey,
Simply
I mean,
don't be put in a situation.
That is the name of the game when it comes to the BB tag.
Simply just don't get hit. Something that Caterade was doing a lot there in that first match, though. Unfortunately for him, playing very, I don't know how to say, like, very greedy with the Akatsuki endpoint because it kept it in while he was at low health for such a long time. It was very weird and going to be getting his round start punish here too with the jump up DP. Ooh, really good paid on the parry.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Racer definitely kind of getting things together here. Oh, wow, the parry on the side swap, but unfortunately committed the buttons after it. Mr. Racer able to react and bring that Akatsuki down immediately. Caterade is just in a rough place here. Level 1 Resonance Kurogane. The comeback of Legend needed right at this very moment. Trying to make it happen. A happy birthday could be the solution. Just couldn't quite get the capitalization.
Yeah. Oh, another happy birthday too off the super? He's crazy.
I have not seen a fumbled bag this hard.
Oh my god.
Gave my man's Mystery Racer the grocery bag just completely lathered in olive oil right now. Looks like it's working out here though off the Resonance activation, getting a little bit of a combo here, that momentum back, wiping away the memories of the two characters they previously had.
Once again, good for Mr. Eraser. Level 1 Resonance, so not going to be a lot of health gain and going to be a lot of chip, but Caterade waking up with violence, able to catch the Agachi there with the 236C, has 2 meters on deck, but I don't think, actually no, going to be opting to spend it, put him in the one-touch scenario, goes in with the fuzzy, trying to mash out of this. This is suddenly a one-touch situation for both players, and Caterade able to take it back, even though both of Mr. Eraser's character quite literally at full health, but just got called out a couple times, and it was like the worst call outs possible for Mr. Acer. 2 happy birthday scenarios for him and just a lot of damage, and kind of just immediately losing that life lead off of just 2 interactions was not looking good and couldn't seal out the deal in the end.
The unfortunate feeling and sensation of plastic just completely slipping through seamlessly through Mr. Racer's fingertips as the bag has successfully been fumbled in chaotic fashion. As you said, full health on both characters there, but a solid run of Caterade offense was the result of that. I mean, despite the drops, I mean, it was like as soon as I said that the drop happy birthday was there, they just immediately found another one. So persistence was definitely the name of the game there, as Caterade was able to still get it.
Yeah, sometimes violence is the option.
Okay, a little bit. Oh boy, you thought the happy birthdays were done? Guess what? You share a birthday with a twin. Birthdays on the same day, unless the one was born at 11:59 and the other one was born at midnight. My pun game is awful.
Yes, but Catorade's offense game looking quite amazing, but going to be confirming a kill over to the Shirogane. Definitely a situation where Mr. Ace had to choose who wanted to die, and this is looking kind of like how last game was, but except it's Caterade, who is very much favored here in this situation. And we're seeing him literally just...
I can't believe that Caterade's thought process for what was happening was to reversal 5C. There's a lot of things that he could have done, but 5C...
It worked again. All I'll say is Cater Gamer is definitely on the gaming seat right now, taking a very dominant game 3, firing back with his own near perfect there, was kind of fumbling a bit with the 5C reversal option, but I mean, Mr. Racer couldn't quite bring it back like Caterade, and he's going to need to find a way to bring it back because he is kind of has his back against the wall.
Oh, okay. You said that was supposed to be Citatsu. That makes a lot more sense.
I mean, I knew he wanted Citatsu. I didn't want to say it because 5C. I would have believed more in the 5C.
I mean, it's much more hilarious to imagine that he was just like, there's a runaway train coming, and you have access to this onslaught of like galaxy bending kicks, and instead you choose to do the slowest chop in the universe.
If that 5C worked, it would have been a clip moment. I would have laughed. I mean, I was still laughing, the 5C, but still.
I mean, theoretically, if Mystery Racer was on layer 9 of the beefy 5-layer burrito at Taco Bell and did run up crouch to bait the
Okay, he did.
the 5C could have theoretically hit, but I mean, Caterade just said, I'll prove it. I actually did mean the 214C. I'll do it at round start right now.
Yeah, gets frame trapped there with the 5A of all situations. Going to be going in with the C-Tatsu once again. That kind of more justified, just to avoid that B-Series scenario. And, actually hitting both characters with a double mark. That is huge for Mystery Racer. This is incredibly good. Oh, yeah, it didn't quite punish the C-Tatsu in the air. Just rushing in with violence, able to convert off it accordingly, and gets the DP pickup.
Okay. Yeah, so really it's just up to Caterade to play as perfect as possible or kill Shirogane as quick as possible, given the kind of win conditions that Mystery Racer has in their favor right now. Going to be making those win conditions even further victorious, being imminent here with the Naruto Kurogane going down. A singular hit could be spelling disaster for Akatsuki if that Shirogane is able to confirm to a Hamon.
Yeah, has no meter on deck, but thankfully was able to parry through all that B Zio, but still has to find an opportunity to get in. Gets the JB, but doesn't quite confirm off it. Going to be swapping over in the Adachi. Nice parry out! It was a safe jump against the parry, huh?
You, man.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a punish on the parry. The fact that Caterade couldn't get any momentum and like kind of swatting away both characters in the scenario and kind of just allowing the Adachi to do whatever he wants was definitely not ideal for Caterade, and just chose the wrong defensive option at the end. And off that unfortunate hoeing, this is now a tied up set.
Indeed. Caterade, Mystery Racer down to the wire. This is a pretty pivotal match too. This is determining who's going to be able to get in the money here for a pretty nice pot. $17.13 guaranteed for third place alone. Don't even think about the second and first. So see who's able to move into that territory. It's back and forth, kind of the exact nature we saw with the first 10.
Yes, for sure. Definitely the games themselves haven't been really back and forth. It's been one person taking the momentum and just kind of rolling through it. Outside of maybe the second game where Caterade got that incredibly insane Kurogane comeback, but that's just kind of been how it is. And started off relatively slow here in this fifth match. Very patiently goes in with the A-Tots. Don't think that's going to be punished. Nice swap over into the Shirogane to avoid that for A. And now going to be setting up the fort. Nice parries in. Goes in with the C-Tatsu. Breaks the Persona, but not able to punish. And I think pressed the button a little bit too early there after that gunshot.
Yeah, I'm liking the game plan here from Caterade to try to navigate these traps as much as possible. Using the Airtatsu, Kurogane assist, and the parries, it's just... playing like that requires such, like, pristine decision-making, right? Because, like, just a singular mistake could result into some unfortunate consequences. But so far, so decent as they have Mystery Racer lockdown in this corner. Oh, good parry usage there to escape that situation.
Oh, I don't think it was expecting that 4P to actually hit. Yeah, able to parry through all this B Zio scenario. Finally, gets frame trap. Doesn't believe in it though, but does punish the DP.
Ooh, it's one of those Caterade classics right there. Called the 6P with the Akatsuki DP in the front as the defender. It is really hard to just do something correct there. Like,
unfortunately gets hit with the overhead from the B Tatsu. Suddenly, this is a game looking very good for Caterade. Text out of the corner. Scenario goes in for the grab. Doesn't quite beat the DP. Unfortunately, Caterade getting hit. That was really weird, but Mystery Racer ready for it. Is able to confirm into a kill. This is... can he build this second bar? No, this is the seventh scenario.
Oh my gosh.
Out.
Ew, good defense as far. Yeah, you don't have... Whoa, he was still holding the partner button for the cross combo. Character died, committed to the resonance. Caterade was not expecting to lose that Kurogane that way.
Yeah. Oh, wait! Yeah. He's nuts! Knew that Mr. Racer was going to parry the 236C and goes for the super of his own. This is a 1v1 situation. The only thing is, Mr. Racer definitely not out of it yet, especially here with the potential for resonance. Doesn't confirm off the JB. Not going to be using any push blocks. Going to go in for the grab. Gatorade a little bit risky, doesn't believe in it. Is he able to confirm? And just like that, El Corredor Misterioso 21 taking it off the grab there with the Astral, and an insane 3-2 set going over to him.
Oh my gosh, what a way to take it there. The kind of story of that entire Game 5 was all over the place, man. It was just Misty Racer challenging Gatorade to navigate through the platformer hell of the neutral game there. Gatorade persevering, finding the hits that they needed, and kind of evening things up there, really bringing it down to those last moments of the match, and was challenged with the viral TikTok sensation, try not to get hit in 15 seconds. In the last 2 seconds, the jump scare pulling up the IP address, throwing them straight into the monitor. Kick me off of commentary.
I don't know exactly what you said, but you're spitting.
It's fine, Mr. Racer guaranteed.
Is he? Is he? Okay.
Dude, if I were watching me, I would laugh.
But of course, the self-bias is coming out. But yeah, that was a... Oh, man. That was only loser semis.
It was Mr. Racer gonna go into the losers finals, guarantee top 3, fight the loser of the next match that we have coming up here. It is gonna be Orax going up against Monkey 4012 for the winners final slot here.
Yes, yes. Definitely have seen these two duke it out a lot in the past, and I think from in terms of set count, it's definitely been in Monkey's favor, but Orax here tonight had a very, very strong showing here for the one set we got to see him here with the Yang Elizabeth, and I think he's going to be sticking with it. Monkey, on the other hand, kind of been swapping from, well, two teams. Went with Susanoo Jin for the first time we saw them, but eventually swapped over into Rimai. Monkey is always kind of a wild card when it comes to the characters they pick. We really don't know what they're sticking with until they've been set in stone. And wow, they are bringing out the big guns, like Dashi Yumi, huh?
Real Adachi humor on the mix. I mean, I teased it a bit previously that Monkey definitely is a fan of fighting Yang, but the real thing is I'm capping Atkins. Monkey hates fighting Yang, okay? I think this is one of his least favorite characters to fight just based off of the premise of the character and what she does. So if you just want to have the single player game, have the nullification going on, what better team to do it than Adachi Yumi? Now, Yang isn't completely boned. Armor can come into play in this matchup, that she does have a full screen super that's invincible, which can be kind of useful against this team in certain situations. But right now, this is exactly where you don't want to be if you get snowballed and you're at the whims of this team's fate here.
Yeah, that's still crossed up, huh? Pushing into the Adachi, still trying to find an opportunity to get something going. Unfortunately, gets counter hit. Monkey firing back with the super immediately, and yeah, both of Monkey's characters have barely been touched. Orax coming in, goes in with the 5P, but doesn't block the empty jump low. Fuzzies.
Indeed. Oh, tried to go for a little bit reset there on the empty jump low. Wasn't quite maybe able to make contact with anything. Monkey has not taken a singular point of damage here quite yet. I don't know why that hit.
Knowing the Yang player mentality, Orax was mashing 5B.
Yeah, either that or they misjudged the collision boxes there and thought the UB214B was going to push Yang back into the sandwich and wanted to guess that it was going to be a cross up on the active switch. But no, that wasn't the case there at all. Just a fantastic run there for the Adachi Yumi. A lot of questions put on the table that are going to require some Orax answers, right? Of how they're going to deal with navigating around this team, the resources that they need to do so. As I said, Yang does have full screen super capabilities. And I don't know if Liz would be the right pick for this team, right? Like, Liz, on the other end of the spectrum in terms of reversal capabilities against this team, I don't know if she has much at all. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Orax starting out with violence. Unfortunately, couldn't quite stabilize the combo. Going to be trying to jump in. Why? I'm not sure what happened there, but goes in with the empty jump low. Going to be cashing out in the super just to keep it all burst safe. Nice block on the double overhead. He push blocking straight out. Sets up the sandwich scenario. Spending a lot of push block out. Good counter call on the JB, but Orax is still swinging.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, has access to those bars to potentially challenge some full screen scenarios, but no, just place themselves immediately in a sandwich there between Adachi. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, that was definitely not a checkmate scenario for that Yang, but still gonna be good.
That was that was like neutral meta. Like
yeah, that was kind of insane. Wow, blocked the cross up. I was not expecting that. Went in for the 2B, sets up the sandwich scenario, but didn't quite block the JC afterwards. Still solo Liz coming in. I like the idea of trying to counter call there with the 5B, but the 6P was too active there in that scenario, and just was able to snipe out the 5B afterwards. And yeah, that's a 2-0 set currently for Monkey. One more game away from just moving on to Grand Finals.
yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about right there in that situation with Liz against the premise that is this team, right? Even in the situation where it looked like there could have been some type of counter scenario going that would have been accessible maybe for some other characters, Liz, with everything being so persona based and the just amount of hitboxes and options available to this comp that is Adachi Yumi, it's kind of got nullified. Like before she can even make an action or some type of counter reaction there from the full screen, it was completely nullified and punished just instantaneously, you know?
Oh, yeah, just armored through the JB, going to be converting off it. Try to bait the burst there in that scenario. A little bit too early on the parry, but not going to be a full conversion.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of landed into the cross up there. Not too heavy on the damage differential here, but yeah, off of the jump cancel, if you get the cross up, force the Adachi in here. That was cheeky.
yeah. 5B. Oh, really good call out on the jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to catch in some air throw damage. Now, something kind of interesting here is definitely gonna be the disparity between hits between the two of them and what we're getting in terms of cash out. Because Orax has actually landed quite a few hits, but in comparison to the hits that Monkey is landing and how much damage that they're doing, it's really night and day.
Sure. Oh, try to go for the fuzzy there, but still in the air. Orax opting to mash out. Wants to get out of the pressure. Yeah, frame zero command grab. Going to be sniping out this Yumi. So be very careful. Going to actually be swapping over into the Adachi just to get safely. Oh, yeah. 5B through all of that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just kind of ending on these 5VPs with nothing else in between. Almost getting the conversion there with 2 and 4C, nothing quite yet, but gonna be getting the conversion off the throw. Adachi in pretty dangerous territory here. Do I see a meaty 5P? No! Monkey able to escape the quarter for free.
Yeah, and able to settle the B0 situation. Yeah, that is just gonna be a free assist call or burst out. Is that able to make? Oh, that wasn't able to connect, fortunately, but was getting hit by the run up 5B, and that should be it dead. Yang, or not, Elizabeth. Yang coming in with semblance, though. Oh, yeah.
Oh! I'm guessing that Monkey was expecting a complete whiff and just did not block that at all, but it ends up working out, at least for a hit, not quite for a kill that I think Monkey was expecting. We are scrambling here.
Yeah, certainly are. Nice! Air-to-air confirm, I'm not sure. Able to stabilize it. I don't know if that's going to be a kill or not. Unfortunately, dropping the combo. Or actually another chance at life. Wakes up with violence. Not a lot of meter on Monkey's side, but both players got to be careful. And the 5C able to take it.
The 5C does it. Some potential chaos. Some of the first moments of chaos that we've seen throughout the entirety of this match. But Monkey able to get the clutch 5C needed to seal the deal, get the 3-0 victory, and move on into Grand Finals winner's side.
Yes. A very close game 3. But, yeah, the power of 5C, man, it's unblockable. What can I say?
Basically.
I can't block that offline.
Man, I can't even. I don't even want to go down the list of the things that I can't block with Multi Blood because there's a lot. There's a lot. So
Don't worry, I feel you.
yes, so that's a different game. We're playing the BB tags. We're at losers finals here at WNF Online Edition episode 41. Mystery Racer and Orax going to be facing off against each other. Both of them played in winners quarters. Orax was able to take that 3-1. Previously, we didn't see that match on stream. Is that correct?
Yes, we did not see that on stream.
Yeah, so we don't really know the ins and outs of how that set went. Now, if we're going based off of context clues, Mystery Racer is threatening switching to that Susanoo Shirogane. So maybe didn't like the way the match played out with Shirogane Adachi from their initial exposure and just trying to switch things up here a bit on the rematch.
Yes. Who knows? Maybe this is actually the team that they went for that set. Considering it was a 3-0 win for Orax, I would be inclined to believe that this is a team swap from that set. I do kind of know that Mystery Racer is also a huge fan of a fighting gang, and typically is a big fan of fighting with Adachi. I tend to notice that when it comes to team swaps, against Yang specifically, he is more inclined to swap over to this team, the Susanoo Shirogane.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is something that I do notice about Mystery Racer when they do swap to the Susanoo Shirogane. It's definitely for a very defined purpose of the round start interactive that's at play, but you got to remember that there's counteractions to you having a answer for one situation. There's multiple situations in a kind of scenario like that, but Susanoo bleeding here at the moment, trying to bring things back, some pressure gone. Susanoo going to be able to tag out, regain some health.
Yeah, going in with the mark as well. Calls a 5P in order to get a good Oki snare option mark when Orax push blocking out the situation. Goes in with a Margaru, actually able to track, able to get the Susanoo, but not going to be confirming into a kill.
Okay, keeping the pressure up here is Mystery Racer. Now there's a couple of things that they're trying to do here. Just land anything on Orax is beneficial, right? But also if they're able to make sure the Susanoo doesn't die in the process.
Yeah,
he died in the process.
Yeah, he didn't keep that string all gapless, so there was an opportunity for Orax to DP straight out. And this DP for as jank it is pretty good for some in that situation there. Oh, waking up with violence. I'm actually not sure if Liz can punish this. Don't think so. Yeah, but still keep it off the pressure called in the assist. Going to be using the last minutes of the resonance to get that Hama in. Okay, yeah, really good 2B scenario, calling out that throw bait. Still, Mystery Racer put it in a very uncomfortable situation. Wakes up with violence once again, but still not able to quite punish the mark.
Okay, yeah, just keeping Mystery Racer under constant pressure. Now, needs to be careful. This Yang is in danger of dying to a Hamo confirmed, but that's not going to be the case here as Orax is able to find the final hits they need. Close out game one here against Mystery Racer. And Mystery Racer is still on the back foot here. Overall set count 4-1. So not sure if they're going to be committing to Susanoo Shirogane for the entirety of this, or if they have something else up their sleeve.
Definitely feeling like Susanoo Shirogane wasn't necessarily not working there in that scenario. I think what it really was is that Orax got a lot of momentum there and a lot of health gone from Susanoo, but Mystery Racer was still very insistent on calling Susanoo as assistant. We saw there at the scenario where he's killed him or where Orax killed him. It was just a lot of aggressive play with the Susanoo, not really keeping track of his life, and was just called out and had to play that 2v1 scenario for very, very long.
Oh yeah, astute observation there when it comes to the Susanoo. See if they're able to allow for that Susanoo to live for a little bit longer so we can see the 2v2 game play out a bit more normally. We'll see. Oh, this time calling out Orax with the big 5A round strike, going to be turning the tables.
Yeah, ooh, definitely very sneaky grab. There was with the 6P, but goes straight into slam dunk and already allowing Yang to go into semblance. That's for Susanoo 4A, so yeah, they're probably not going to be a punish there actually. Oh yeah, just keeping all burst safe.
Yeah, so are we going for marks here? I'd imagine that we would. Mystery Racer possibly drops, possibly deciding not to, but gonna be keeping up the pressure here regardless. Builds up the 4 bars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually think what Mr. Racer wanted in that scenario was try to bait a form of burst on Yang, because I think between the two characters you would rather not deal with Yang, and I mean, look at this.
Yeah, in mid combo, I kind of made that realization as well, and also made the dual realization that there's no way Aurochs is gonna burst her. It's like if Elizabeth dies, I'm running this back with Yang if I need to.
Was gaming there for the moment there off that fuzzy JA combo, but didn't quite block the cross up, and it is now 1-1.
Yes. So the Susanoo, Naoto Shirogane, so long as they're able to play the game, it worked out. As Mr. Racer was still able to have a little bit more presence in the 2v2, right? There was presence in game 1, but they had to be really risky with what they, or really cautious what they did to Susanoo, because one wrong decision and they died, and that's exactly what we saw. But this time, game 2, leading out strong and getting a victory for it in the process. So yeah, see how this affects the round start meta here, because Mr. Racer has chosen aggression twice. I mean, you don't actively have to choose aggression on round start every time in BB tag, right? But I think the ideology here is that Mr. Racer just wants to stop Yang before she starts. And he's keeping it together with a round start jump forward.
Yeah, but Yang also a proprietor of violence. Oh, really good mash out and a really good awareness, realizing that 6 feet of the back, just immediately cashing into the super, putting up all the pressure as well. Gets the sandwich scenario, going to be almost beating up that Liz. Goes in with the double fangs, movement into the 5B, and just was punished afterward. Both of Aurochs here are definitely on the brink of death, but when Aurochs gets going, can really hurt, and the Shirogane is suddenly also not looking so hot. Very unfortunate assist call, didn't quite punish the Susanoo right, but fires back with the 2B.
Okay, I mean, despite some drops, you gotta really give credit to how much Aurochs has brought this back, despite how the round start was going. That Susanoo committed to a DP, and this is looking like fatal territory as Solo Shirogane is coming in here. So a bit of a differentiation on life totals, though, and I mean, oh my god, Aurochs is too aware of the game plan. Like, you could tell that Mr. is going to be desperately looking for that full screen gunshot by any means, going to the combo and just set up for chip. And Aurochs is just playing at the perfect angles. Nice combo. To avoid getting stuck in that gel. And yeah, Aurochs is going to be 2-1 over Mr. Racer.
Yes. I mean, just how the tables can turn here in these sets when it comes to kind of these two teams which can be very momentum heavy and very explosive, and like Mystery Racer, excellent start, like just was had both of Aurochs' characters just in the red, but as soon as Aurochs was able just to find that 1 point, Mr. Racer was put on the back foot and made a lot of unfortunate defensive decisions, which just spiraled completely out of control.
Yeah, it'll be up to Mystery Racer to kind of keep his cool. I definitely understand the... Just based off his decision-making alone, you could definitely tell that this is something that he doesn't want to, quote-unquote, deal with. It's something that he wants to nullify. So he wants to get the big damage. He wants to get situations just like this where Aurochs is in so much trouble and not allow Yang to interact.
Yeah, unfortunate drop on the happy birthday scenario there, but Aurochs setting up the sandwich scenario, gets hit with the 5P, probably expecting a cross up. Yeah, oh, tries to backdash the situation, but that 5B able to catch. That was... You decided to burst there?
Yeah, of all places. I mean, last time Aurochs dropped the burst punish in that exact same situation, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Yeah, I'll just get the same 2-1 4C combo on the Shirogane all by myself. Here we go, Susanoo coming in.
Nice tech on the throw though. Oh, able to punish it. Yeah, that is going to be a very bleeding Elizabeth out there. Not the best starter, but might be enough here. Has 4 bars on deck, goes into the super, and just like that, the momentum has definitely been swung in Mr. Ace's favor.
Oh yeah, completely. Solo Yang coming in here. I don't know if she's burned yet. She'll be burning now.
Oh! Goes in with violence!
What a nice read there from Aurochs on the raw tag. 1v1 created here between the two of them. Goes for the JC. Bet it all for sure on that one. And because they were wrong, Yang will be going down, living and dying by the mix. And we're tied up 2-2.
Yeah, definitely a very good call out there to just completely turn the tables there for that match, able to kill that Susanoo off that raw tag swap off. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to decide what to do after the Resonance call, and the JC was just not the option.
Yeah, I mean it's something, you know, if you think that your opponent is going to sit there, the JC can be pretty hard to react to and defend against properly. But if they basically do anything besides sitting there, especially blocking, you're, you know, just kind of playing with fire there. But it is 2-2, so at the very least this is a closer set than what they had in the winner's side. But yeah, really could go either way here, the way that these matches are going. Mr. Racer able to find some footing with the Susanoo no to Shirogane though, that's for sure.
Yes, we'll have to see. Goes in for the 2-1-4B round start once again, but not going to be punished this time. Orax opting to choose violence, but not working out. Excellent conversion. I don't know how much I agree with the meter, but does get an Oki snare off this. Tries to go for a TRM call. In the back, trying to mash out, but not working out. And Orax firing back here with this fuzzy combo. Definitely have to be very careful of a reset. Nah, just going to be going for the corner-to-corner combo. Nice DP assist.
Yes, beautiful stuff on the coast-to-coast conversion potential here for Orax, as they have completely changed the tides of this matchup. Was trying to call out a push block, and for that, their punishment is, I mean, a lot of damage. This is just building up. The 4 bars are there. The cross combo activation from Mystery Racer as this piles on. Is it a dead Yang in the process?
I think so. Goes in with the beam, and just like that, this is looking very difficult for Orax left with the solo Elizabeth at this very least in Awakening, but only level 2 Resonance didn't quite confirm off it. Tried to mash out, but Mr. Racer ready with the anti-air for and he will be taking the set 3-2 over Orax.
Oh yeah, just one pivotal gap made there for Orax on what was looking to be a nice reversal, but in doing so, creating that opening for Yang to get completely nullified, which is what Mixed Racer kind of wanted in the first place. So with that 3-2 victory, we'll be able to emerge victorious, move on to the grand finals to challenge Monkey 4012 for the last set of the night here at WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 41.
While we're at it, make sure, since it's the last match, or well, last potential matches of the night, if you guys haven't already, make sure you go to that Matcherino link and at the very least press the claim code button in order to donate a free 30 cents to tonight's pot. We also got direct contributions if you want to click that yellow orange button. I will still never know which one it is, and just put in as money as you guys would like. And there's other free ways to put in monies tonight's pot. It's as easy as following Matcherino on Twitch or Twitter. We also got some other merchandise for sale in our marketplace. We got a lot of modern manga supplied to us by Kaiten Books, Loner Life Another World, Gacha Gold Core, The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, My Dad's Queen of DTubers. Our maid is way too annoying, and I think that's it for the manga. But we got some other merchandise here available, like quintessential contemplet stands, Girls Frontlight keychains, Girls Frontlight rubber clips, Fate Go keychains, Prince keychains, and Azure Lane keychains. If you guys haven't already contributed to tonight's Matcherino pot, you better go do it now, because this is definitely your last chance to. It's much appreciated for tonight's players.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, we're good to go here to see who's going to be taking the majority of that pot between Mystery Racer and Monkey 4012 Monkey on that winner's side. Mystery Racer trying to climb out of the loser side here, going to be sticking to Adachi Seth for this set this time around. They haven't played within this bracket quite yet, but definitely some matchup knowledge proceeding from the round robin that we ran a couple weeks ago.
I'm tired of this.
Yes, but this time El Cordon Misterioso Vientiuno opting to go for the Adachi Seth, going against the Monkey Mayumi. This plays out in this grand finals.
Indeed. Already, Monkey trying to sniff out to see if they can get hashtag Twitch clips, but 5B not getting the happy birthday potential there. Nice block on the active switch Azio, not getting opened up by that.
Yeah, able to break the 6P with a Mai Dive. Yeah, she's pretty plus after that. Just try to contest afterward, but Mai said no. Getting the pick up as well. Nice DP out of the situation, calling out DP. CC or the delayed air dash. Really nice grab, but a lot of Mr. Razor's CC. Not going to be a conversion, unfortunately. That probably was going to be a kill on the Seth, but still just trying to run away. Probably wanting an opportunity to get in the Adachi, but was never found.
Yeah, that's big. Something I kind of want to rewind to. Some of the really big implications around going for throw in situations like these, like when you're in a silent situation. As a defender, you like go for a throw tech. If you're successful, you nullify the entirety of the cross combo. It's just there's so many things to think about there in the first place, right? So Monkey able to kind of make that lead to a dead Seth. Just left here with the solo Adachi. Mr. Racer trying their best, but man, yeah, relying on the Persona normal or Persona special there, I should say. Not quite the bee's knees as the resonance is gone, the damage is piling up, and the life lead for Monkey 4012 goes ever more powerful by the second.
Yeah, going to be swapping over into the Yumi. Doesn't want to risk anything with the Mai. Mr. Racer really just forced to try to find any opportunity to get in, finds a pushback out just avoiding the CC, but still sets the sandwich scenario and goes for the cross-up over here at the end, and that is the first game for Monkey.
That is correct. Meter is optional if you're trying to create a side swap 50-50 as Yumi, as Monkey chose the active switch overhead for that option there, and that was proven to be successful. This team, I think this team in theory works for Misty Racer. Is just going to put some accountability on Mr. Racer to add a few more layers to their mix game, because Monkey does play Adachi, right? So we saw the initial interaction off that AZO active switch blocked, you know? And not only that, like the throw tech, I mean, Monkey's defensive decision making here has been really on point. So in theory, Mr. Racer has been getting those situations up. I think it would just be a little bit more on Mr. Racer's end to kind of mix up Monkey in those situations again with like some more layered decision making. If that's what they were going to commit to, it seems like they're going to avoid the game plan altogether and go to Naoto Batista.
Yes, and I was going to comment, I feel like in the Mai matchup specifically, not necessarily with her on point, but having to deal with my 5P as a Adachi really limits your options in terms of your setup viability, because any time your A or B Zio can just be completely nullified by such a good assist. And going to be swapping over to the Naoto Batista, which is a pick I definitely like, because Mai does like to be in the skies, and having access to that 4P can really dissuade her from approaching you.
Sure. The question that I do have is how fresh Mr. Racer is on this team, right? As strong as the team as you know it is, and as much success that we see Mr. Racer have with it in the past, it was from a perspective of them definitely committing to the team and getting stronger with it week by week. I don't know how much they've been rotating this team recently, you know? So if they don't have that capability there, it could prove to be a little bit counterproductive as a counter pick, as Shiragani's already going down in our first 25 in-game seconds here.
And able to find the air blockable DP2 level. Soul Batista, definitely not the character you would want. Weird DP interaction, knife block on the cross up though, but couldn't quite tech the grab afterwards. Probably going to be running out this resonance afterwards too. Might, yeah, just going to be going corner, wasting a lot of that resonance. That's probably going to be a blow, but Batista having to do with this the old-fashioned way is not ideal.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, able to get the jump C off of the throw bait. Mr. Racer in big trouble. As this persists, able to get the My Super, go into the Yumi. Both of them going to be able to bring it together here for Monkey as they are up 2-0 over Mr. Racer. Mr. Racer needed something, and something quick. A reverse sweep is what is the solution here, as Monkey is a game away from taking it all.
That's for sure. Not only a reverse sweep, but also has to bring it back in the Shinra Grand Finals. Right now, it ain't looking too hot for Eric. Can't really comment too much about the Naoto Batista gameplay. I think it was just unfortunately, just a lot of good call-outs from Monkey's side in terms of the Shirogane kind of zoning and neutral game, and just a Monkey being ready for a lot of just unfortunate trap places for Mr. Racer's side. I'm kind of curious on what exactly Mr. Racer wants to do in this situation, because inherently the Naoto Batista wasn't not working, but just going to be swapping over into the main squeeze in order to seal this deal. Even if maybe he feels like there's a bit of matchup like discomfort when it comes to fighting Monkey, going with the main team is always a good choice.
Right, a couple of notes that you hit on there that I just want to extrapolate. I feel like in the first and second game there, it hasn't really been too matchup specific. There was that interaction that you explained with the Mai and the Adachi. I think it's just been mostly outplay. Like really just Monkey just having control of the matchup and knowing what Mystery Racer wants to do. Some clutch defense when Mystery Racer does get things started. It's just going to be up to Mystery Racer to... I don't know, just outplay Monkey back if possible right now, despite landing the hits, not really able to bring it into anything significant as Monkey just fires right back. Oh my god, yeah. The push block was happening, getting the conversion accordingly, almost, but still maintaining the momentum is what's most important at the end of the day here. Mystery Racer in trouble.
Yeah, the solo Shirogane needs to protect her, but able to get the AZO, but drops the combo afterwards. A lot of dropped opportunities there. Punish... baits the DP but doesn't quite punish it and gets hit with the 6-speed, goes in for the reset, nice block on it afterwards. Oh, but that was an unfortunate scramble. Could have led into a dead Adachi, but not going to quite be. Swaps over into the Shirogane, but just push Monkey straight out. Oh, going to be a whiff punish on this 2B. This is a good opportunity for Mr. Racer to get going. Going to be marking, trying to find something back. This momentum has to be really careful. Suddenly the life totals going from looking okay to not so hot. Wakes up with violence. Not able to punish the 5B, not able to kill off the Yumi, and stunningly, just like that, nobody is dead! I mean, Shirogane is dead.
Mr. Racer had some opportunities actually to punish that Mai. There was a lot of things that they could have done. I just don't think they expected that interaction altogether. The jumping over the AZO will do it. And Monkey 4012 going to be able to take a 3-0 over Mystery Racer. Will emerge victorious here at WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 41.
Yeah, definitely. Eric not going down without a fight, but I think just a lot of missed opportunities there in terms of like combo potential, and like especially there at the end, not punishing the super with just another super back was a little bit too greedy there with the meter, and selling out that 1v1 game would have been a very pivotal momentum swing for Mr. Racer, but didn't opt to do that, and had to just completely deal with everything that Monkey had to throw at him. And yeah, as you said, will be allowing Monkey to win tonight's tournament.
Indeed, indeed. So refresher on the top three. Orak's going to be finishing in third place. Mystery Racer finishing in second place at Monkey 4012. The victor tonight of WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 41, they will be taking home a cut of that Match Arena pot, exclamation point Match Arena in the chat if you want to pull it up. Currently at $201.29. You can use the claim code button for the free 30-cent donation if you haven't already. We would greatly appreciate it. And last minute shout out to Caterade that did a direct donation as well. I'm just catching that. If anybody else has done some direct donations, we greatly appreciate you. And yeah, that closes things out here. Another Wednesday, another night of great BBTAG action here at twitch.tv/ready30. Thank you to E30 and Master Chief for having me on. Thanks to Lon, as always, for the co-commentary. You know what it is, the BB tags, you know how we do it. PS4 this week, we switch off bi-weekly, so the next week is going to be the Land of the Clouds, Parsec Dimension, if you want to join us for the Parsec festivities, you can feel free to do so. Just something I'm throwing out there. I did provide a bit of my California stimmy to the Match Arena for tonight. I don't want Parsec to feel left out, so I may be throwing a bone over to that Match Arena as well. So if you're listening and you don't have a PS4, fret not, you may have a chance to earn a little bit more of the Atkins stimmy.
Yeah, it's been definitely been a great pleasure to commentate this good BB tag at WNF for y'all. There was a lot of hype sets, a lot of very tense moments for sure, especially in the loser side of the bracket, and it's been an absolute pleasure for you guys to have me. Big shout outs to Tio for tonight, Master Cheap for allowing everything to run smoothly. Thank you to my fellow commentator Atkins for holding it down with me on the mic for tonight, and also a great big shout outs to E30, tonight's streamer, always allowing us to show you some sick BB tag action over here on this Twitch channel. And yeah, just a big shout outs to everyone that watched and played tonight. It was great.
Of course, couldn't have said it any better myself. And, you know, of course, big thank you to both Atkins and Lon for holding it down on commentary for tonight's bracket. giving some good input, and some good laughs along the way. Adkins, I'm sure you remember that you have 2.
I'm doing it. Go on with ending the stream.
Okay.
It's $2, right?
I mean, you could add more.
No. I have $2 here. I hit the pay now button on the Kraken Atkins PayPal, and there it is. It's been donated.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, big thanks to these two for holding it down. Of course, big thank you, as always, to E30 for streaming for us tonight and every week here at WNF, providing some good-ass BBTAG action for you all watching and joining us on this Wednesday night / Thursday evening, or Thursday morning, depending on your time zones and all of that. And of course, big thank you to Kite Books for having their works in the match arena, supporting the bracket pot with their stuff in the marketplace. As we've said it plenty of times, of course, but there's all kinds of ways to contribute to it directly through the sponsor quests, the claim codes, and also through the marketplace, where a proportion of purchases made there will go towards the bracket pot. And let's see. Yep. And of course, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition be a way for us to experience locals when in-person locals are slowly becoming things. But here at WNF, we're still, making sure things are 100% safe before we roll out our locals here. So with that, I will say that next week is Parsec. And of course, there is a Ko-Fi link that comes up in the slideshow every now and then. You can do !PS to bring up the Ko-Fi link to where you can contribute to the maintenance and running of those servers for Parsec BBTAG action. Paul Lay, one who maintains that, will greatly appreciate it, and so will we. So if you can, please lend a hand to helping us with that as well. With all that being said, be sure to check out one more thing. Be sure to check out the Kraken Atkins podcast. The latest episode is with some very, very, very high-profile guests from all the way in Brazil. So please check that out. Show some love to Atkins. And yeah, with that being said, I take it over to E30.
I do want to chime in real quick there, since it was brought up. So quick thank yous that I just wanted to get out there in regards to the Kraken Atkins podcast real quick. That Brazil episode surpassed like YouTube records that I have not seen. Like the viewership and kind of overall impressions for that video broke records that I haven't seen in a 48-hour period in a long time. So big shout out to Brazil. But bigger shout outs to twitch.tv/ready30 for shilling the podcast here week by week, having it on the slide and the command as well. It's thanks to the internal support and the external support that I've had from viewers and everything that I've been able to reach 100 YouTube subscribers, well over 100, and I'm just really kind of appreciative and grateful for being in that position, and appreciative to have great friends that support my content and everything. So I just wanted to give a special thank you to E30 and everybody in the voice call right now for allowing that to be possible. And if you're in the chat and you're supporting, that's cool. As a reward, I do have a tweet up right now. It's a Q&A video that I'm dropping on Monday. If you want to reply to that tweet, ask me anything, I will give you a video response. And I'm replying to every single one. There's like 18 of them already. I'll fit it all in one video. We'll figure it out. But just wanted to throw in a quick thank you.
Of course. And yeah, as I said, I think that's everything from me. So with that, I turn it over to E30.
Alright. Before I get into my usual, for those that would like to ask Atkins questions, I did provide a link in the chat. Hopefully that works. Just making sure. Yes. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. As always, thank you, Lon and Atkins, for being on the mic tonight. It is always a blast, and it's always nice to hear your guys' voice on the mics. If I'm going to be completely honest, I missed you guys when I was doing Tsukiyomi on Sunday.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you as always to Master Chief for TOing tonight, making sure the bracket runs smoothly. Thank you to everyone that's... What? I just read OX's question. Anyway, thank you for everyone that tuned in and participated. It's It's always a pleasure, and I'm glad that you all enjoy your time here. A third reminder that next week is Parsec, so hope to see you all there. And oh yeah, DonCon. So yesterday he just had his tournament, hat trick. It was Melty and Strive this time around, but next week will be some BBTAG action. So if you're looking for another tournament to enter, next Tuesday will be Melty and BBTAG. So hope to catch you all there. But for now, all good things must come to an end. This has been WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 41. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. But for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, tell your friends and family you love them, drink your water, but most importantly, shout out to Bird Gang.
Bird Gang.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.